Hi, today we're here at the Vans Warped Tour in the Netherlands, Eindhoven, with the guys from the Maine. Hi. How are you doing?
That's some native stuff. Yeah.
How are you doing? That's what I meant.
We're doing well.
2 days in, and it's been awesome.
Yeah. And it's been a great show, I should say.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Yeah, I should think so. Okay. Okay, first question for you guys. And it is maybe an odd question for a first question in an interview, but are you guys religious?
Are we religious? I think.
I think the best answer for me is I don't feel like I was adequately put together well enough to where I could make a definitive answer, like a definitive decision one way or the other. So I personally reserve to wait until I'm dead to figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
See whether you go to heaven or not.
We'll find out. And if
Okay.
I don't, then I'm not going to know the difference. So
That is true. That is
Yeah.
true. You're kind of agnostic then.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of great that religion can teach, but I think it can also teach you to kind of base everything around faith and not necessarily reach for what is in front of you. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
So that's a heavy question to start this shit off with.
I know, but that, of course, is why we ask you this.
There you go.
Do you have anything to say?
I didn't grow up religious. My parents never brought me to church, so I don't really know.
Doesn't matter. You could be religious about your music as well, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's a religious thing. But as for the whole God aspect, I don't know.
I think he really said love is his religion.
Yeah. Well,
There you go.
love could be a religion. Music could be a religion.
Yeah.
Basically anything.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, but now, why am I asking you this? Well, we always structure our interviews according to a certain religious theme.
Okay.
Not meaning that we're a website that is freakishly, going about religion or anything like that.
Yeah.
But still, we want to have a certain take on it. And
Okay.
in this case, I want to ask you about the 12 fruits of the Holy Ghost.
Okay.
Yeah, that's maybe a lot to take, but we'll make it easy.
Okay.
First one is patience and peace. Now, after 7 years of making music together, you say you've matured not only in age but also in your music. That's right?
Yeah. Accurate. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So and that shows in the music throughout the different albums, I think. Now, Forever Halloween and the new acoustic EP, Imaginary Numbers, they seem to be the product of that growth, according to me. So I think many people can agree on that, but I was wondering, and don't get me wrong, I really love the new songs as much as the old ones, but I did, however, notice that the songs tend to tackle more deeper and more sadder topics.
Yeah.
So more serious topics even. So do you think that's part of becoming more mature, to coming to peace with yourself, or what do you think about that?
I'm not so sure. I think as time progresses, or whatever we consider time, as we add a number to our name, I think it just naturally happens. I think as our roots kind of sink deeper into music and our passion for music, and I think as that kind of ferments and grows into something more substantial, I think that we've always had a love and a passion for music, but I think that it only is growing stronger as time progresses. So I think at our start, at our inception, I think the influences might have been a little more non-archaic, like not as old, not as timeless, not as whatever. And I think we're going for at least, we've kind of switched our mode of thinking to, okay, not one song and one moment in time, but let's make a career out of this, and let's try to create something that we can stand behind and really be proud of. So it's not a conscientious effort to try to veer from our old stuff. I think we're just getting older and our love for music is kind of taking us to where it must, I guess, at this point. Yeah.
Making timeless songs.
Yeah, trying.
Yeah, okay. I think you're managing. Okay, so talking about imaginary numbers, well, it seems to be kind of a trend nowadays to do an acoustic album. Why did you guys decide on doing one yourselves?
It's something we've talked about for a long time, and people have always asked us kind of that they wanted us to do one, just because we always do like different versions of songs and whatnot. So I think people, really wanted one, and we were definitely interested in it, and we ended up recording it ourselves. Like we didn't have anyone else in the room; it was just us five, and we did it at our manager's office in like a week and a half, and so it was fun for us to mess around with studio stuff, but also it's a lot easier to record acoustic stuff than it is to like full band. So I think it was a good start for us to experiment in that.
Yeah. And you're starting your tour in January, I believe. Are you excited about that?
Yeah. It's one of those things, it's not going to be a very long run, so the preparation that we're going to put into it is going to be just like any other tour, but we're going to try to make it a point to bring something unique that we haven't done in probably since we started, so.
Okay. Probably everybody's looking forward to it then.
Hopefully.
Yeah, okay. Good. Let's go to the second fruit. The second fruit is Modesty. And now when I listen to your music, I always get the feeling that the lyrics, they're quite an important part of your music, because I don't think that's the case in all bands, or for all bands. So yeah, and we've also seen that you posted some lyric videos online. You have done so for Love and Drugs and for the recent Raining in Paris. So why is that so important for you to put the lyrics in the videos? Because I don't think many bands do that.
I think Modesty more so is I don't know about the lyric videos. I think that just ends up being a staple, like at least a trend online, right? I don't know. We feel like we kind of not are obligated to do it, but in order to keep along with the times, we do that stuff. But the modest part about what we're doing is that we're not claiming to be anybody that we're not, and we don't view ourselves as better than anybody else. So I think modesty is key in order to keep a level head and keep your head on your shoulders. So I don't know, the lyrics and the music kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah. It's not that one is more important than the other.
No, not at all, yeah.
Okay, good. So, yeah, you do, however, stay modest. I believe it was you who said that most songs you guys write, for you they're about some real people in your real life.
Yeah.
So, and you have a difficult time letting those people know that the songs are about them. Why is that? Do you think they would take it that serious if you would let them know?
I think it's really cool to have a forum, I guess a medium as like we do, or at least for me, as trying to be a lyricist or a poet or whatever you want to call it. It's a lot easier to kind of put it into words and make everything come to fruition when you're writing down on a piece of paper and you can really articulate and say exactly what you want. But it's a lot harder to kind of, be put on the spot or put somebody else on the spot and say, hey, this is what it is. I don't know. It's a lot easier to hide behind a song,
Yeah,
so.
that's true. Because it's difficult in real life.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one then. Benignity. So I think it's benign or charming that you try to adapt your set list to the bands you're touring with, probably to please the fans.
Yeah.
For instance, today on the band's work tour, you've played the more rockin' songs,
Yeah.
probably. Now, the question is, what about the people who have come especially for you, who want to hear the mix of both the emotional and the more rockin' songs? What do you think about that?
I feel like, people who come to something like this, they kind of know that everyone has a shorter set, and it just, they can't get it all. So hopefully they'll come back, and, we love playing, like, long sets. Usually when we play around here, it's always pretty long, at least an hour, so, then we always fit everything in and do jams and whatnot. But, you have a half an hour, and it's stressful getting everything on stage, and all that. But it's fun, and I think a lot of people just are here to have fun and jump around and stuff. So
especially with the bands that we're playing with on this specifically, I feel like we're already the oddballs out because we don't really scream or do anything like that. So we just want to kind of keep our heads down and play. 'Cause we only played 7 songs, so if we played a bunch of snoozers, I think everybody'd be pretty bummed.
we'd get booed.
We'd get shit thrown at us and stuff.
You won't get booed. Yeah, and then our time is running out, but I really want to ask you this because it's I thought it was very cool. The last one was Joy, actually, which I had planned for you. Now, I saw that you guys posted things on Facebook, like you guys calling people to for ordering the EP and stuff like that. How did you come up with that? Because it was very fun.
I don't know. We're always trying to think of things to like thank people for doing stuff, and it's just an easy thing. It takes a couple minutes out of our day to do it. And,
the age that we live in is so like non-personal. You just you post something online and you post a YouTube comment or something. But yeah, this is like a personal way for us to really say thank you, because obviously without those people we wouldn't be able to make music. So
it's one of those things. It's like we might not be able to call everyone, but I think people can see it and are like, oh, that's awesome. That like maybe next time they'll call me or something. Yeah. So like I said, it's
And the people you do call will be thrilled.
Yeah, it's great. They don't believe it's us. It's funny.
Yeah.
And then we see a video or something and we're like, oh my God, it was.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I've also seen a video where you posted something about the entire tour. A very funny video. I don't know whether.
Yeah.
So I just want to tell Pat, because he's not here, if he sees this, cool PJs. Okay. So that's all I wanted to ask you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for making a unique interview. That's
Very
awesome.
interesting.
Okay.